Rashad Gray, who was part of the dunk contest, and Isaac Merian, who won the dunk contest. And if you just tuned in, yes, Saturday night they had a dunk contest featuring some of the great players that are involved in this tournament, and our own Isaac Merian won the dunk contest.
Yeah, it was crazy. Isaac Merian had the winning dunk for him. He jumped over a line. The food line is one of the mascots of this, one of the endorsers, and Isaac Merian jumped over about a 6-foot-tall lion mascot and dunked over it to win the slam dunk competition. It's pretty cool.
We're about to get underway here. The Wildcats will send Isaac to the circle to jump. The Wildcats wearing their all-white jerseys. The first time in the 4 games they've played, this being the 4th game, that they have been the home team. They've been visitors the entire time. So poor Miss Green, I think, has probably had to go out and watch those uniforms throughout the course of this last 5 days. Ball controlled by Dobyns-Bennett, and we are underway here at the Arby's Classic. The final game for the Wildcats here for 5th place in the tournament. Dobyns-Bennett basketball. They'll set it up against the Oak Ridge man-to-man. Top of the circle, it goes to Anderson. Anderson dribbles against Jalen Henderson. Works the ball at the midcourt circle. Comes back with his right hand. Calls the play with his left. Dribbles to the corner almost and comes out to the top of the key. They work the ball to Palmer. Palmer got it up high by Cory Fagan. Works the ball to the top. They'll get a 3 off. It's way off the mark. No good. On the rebound, though, is number 40 for Dobyns-Bennett, and they kick it into the free throw line. They'll shoot from there. It's no good. Rebounded Ryan Hall. Down the floor with the basketball will come Oak Ridge. Ryan dribbles the ball to his right. Gives it off to Fagan. Fagan guns a 3 to start the game. Good. Good start for the Wildcats as Cory Fagan knocks down a 3-point shot, and Oak Ridge takes an early 3-0 lead.
Yeah, good shot there by Cory. Nice pass by Ryan. Good pass at the chest. That's a nice possession right there.
Dobyns-Bennett basketball. They'll work the ball right side. Now they get it at the top of the circle. Number 24, Andrel Anderson, works the ball to the corner. They get a look at a 3. It's up. Good. 3-point shot for Kingsport Dobyns-Bennett. And that is number 3, knocking it down, Foreman. And it is a 3-3 ball game. 6:47 to play first quarter. Down the floor of the basketball will come the Wildcats. Cory Fagan with it right in front of the Dobyns-Bennett bench. Gets a screen from Isaac. Works the ball inside the paint. Goes in for the shot. No good. Rebound to Kingsport Dobyns-Bennett. Down the floor of the basketball will come Foreman. Mikhail Foreman, 5'10", 155-pound sophomore. They work it in for a shot off the rim. No good. Isaac Merian on the rebound. Isaac down the floor for the Wildcats to Cory Fagan. Has taken every shot so far for the Wildcats. Works the ball to the top of the key to Ryan Hall around to Rashad Gray. They look down to a cutting Fagan. Can't get the ball to him. Hall holds the ball at the top of the circle. Gives the ball to his right to Rashad. Not a whole lot of action. Kind of look as they work the ball inside of Cory Fagan. Nice move shot. Good. Cory Fagan has all 5 of the Wildcat points, and Oak Ridge leads 5-3. 5:55 to play first quarter. Oak Ridge and Kingsport Dobyns-Bennett. They get a 3 off. Top of the circle. It's going to be short. They get the rebound once again. Pulling it down is number 40, Josh Holt. They work the ball in for a shot. Partially rejected. Rebounded by the Indians. Shot no good, but a foul is going to be called against Oak Ridge. Wildcats have got to do a little better job on the glass there. Several rebounds for as Ryan Hall picks up a foul, and we talked about that. Ryan, and one of the kind of recurring problems for the Wildcats as of late really most of the season is Ryan in foul trouble, and that's the first foul. Free throw is missed though, and back to the free throw line they'll go with Connor Mitchell.
Yeah, Ryan Hall brings a lot of energy to this offense, and it's really not a good thing to have him in foul trouble. I think he fouled out in the last game, so hopefully that doesn't happen again. 5-3
our score. To the free throw line will go Dobyns-Bennett. The Wildcats in the lead. 5:41 to play. We're in the first quarter. Mitchell is 6'7". He misses both tosses. The long rebound is saved away by Xavier Maddox, and he gives it over to Ryan Hall. Down the floor will come the Wildcats wanting to run. Ryan's going to take it strong to the hole. No good. Rebounded by Xavier. Saved by Kevin Steen with a shot. Good. Kevin Steen just found the ball drop in his lap, and Kevin has his first 2 points, and the Wildcat lead is 4. 7-3 the score. They work the ball down the floor. Here's a pass intercepted by Jalen Henderson. Jalen Henderson dribbles all the way to the hole. He goes and scores. Jalen Henderson scores his first 2 points, and Oak Ridge leads by 6. 9-3 the score. With the basketball will come Dobyns-Bennett. Love with the basketball. He lost the ball. Taken away by Jalen Henderson. Henderson brings the ball down the floor, and what's the call? Should be a call against Dobyns-Bennett. It's going to go against number 5, I believe, for them, and that is Tyke Love. And that'll be, well, his first foul. I'm looking, yeah, looks like there's a change in their roster here. Be Oak Ridge basketball leading 9-3. 5 minutes to play first quarter. Away from the ball, an illegal screen is going to be called. I'm not sure if it was against Jalen Henderson. I think it was, and that'll be his first foul. 6-point Oak Ridge lead, 5 minutes to play in the first quarter.
Yeah, good job early by the Wildcats. But one thing I've noticed about this tournament, there have been a lot of illegal screens called.
You know, different officials association, but I can tell you these officials are a lot better than the ones we see on a daily basis.
Oh, I'll tell you that our district is known for some terrible ones.
With the basketball will come Kingsport Dobyns-Bennett. They work the ball down low. They'll dribble in, throw the ball away. Isaac Merian steals it. Just a terrible pass by number 5, taken away by Jalen Henderson. Jalen brings the ball across the line. 9-3 Oak Ridge. Jalen dribbles to the free throw line, shoots from there. It's up, no good. Rebound to the Indians. Down the floor will come Dobyns-Bennett. Moving right to left with the basketball will come Johnson. Johnson pulls up and shoots short. Rebound to Oak Ridge's Jalen Henderson. Wildcats with the lead and the ball. Here it goes to Ted Mitchell in the ball game. There's Xavier Maddox. Wide open three. It is no good. Wildcats can't get a rebound. And down the floor with the basketball will come Dobyns-Bennett. 9-3 the score. The Wildcats are a little quick. They really haven't even tried to get the ball inside to Isaac much, as the Indians have the basketball. Holding it and working the ball across court. Ted Mitchell's in the game. They'll shoot a three. It's up, no good. Both teams just launching threes. They missed the shot. They get the rebound. Back inside the paint. Unable to shoot. They have to back it up. Top of the circle, it goes just to the left to Anderson. Anderson pulls up at the free throw line. He's off the mark. But they get the rebound, and then they work the ball once again. The Wildcats cannot get a board. They get a bucket and get a foul. Wildcats just struggling on the glass right now.
Wildcats getting boxed out of the paint, and they're looking a little bit of lackadaisical on defense as well. He flew right by us that time.
Foul's going to be called against Ted Mitchell. The bucket was good by Anderson. It's his first 2 points of the ball game. 9-5, Oak Ridge in the lead. To the free throw line one more time. We'll go Andrew Anderson, 6'4", senior. Ryan Hall's back at the ball game. Nick Bradley's in the game for the first time. 9-5 Oak Ridge, 3:45 to play first quarter. Toss on his way up there, good. 3 points in the ball game for him, and the Wildcats will have the basketball. So Oak Ridge currently playing with Cory Fagan, Nick Bradley, Jalen Henderson, Ryan Hall, and Rashad Gray. 9-6, Oak Ridge in the lead. We're in the first quarter here at the Arby's Classic. 3:39 to play. Rashad with it, top of the circle. Looks to his right and gives it over to Fagan. Back to Bradley. The Wildcats have everybody above the perimeter, giving some room for Ryan to get a reverse layup, and he scores. Nice play by Ryan Hall, and he's got his first 2.
Tough shot right there by Ryan. It was kind of an awkward angle. Nice job.
Here's a shot on its way up, no good. Rebounded by Rashad Gray. Missed that time by number 5, Love, or at least on my roster. And Ryan's going to take a 12-footer. It's up, no good. Wildcats are really quick with their shots, not even really setting it up here. The Wildcat lead is 5. Dobyns-Bennett basketball, driving with it number 40, kicks the ball back out just inside the arc. They shoot, no good. Rebound again, Dobyns-Bennett. They'll dribble in to the free throw line and then shovel on the baseline. Wanting to shoot, they'll not. They'll back it up. Here it goes out to Anderson once again to the top of the circle. They said Stewart was his name, but I've got him down as Love, as the ball is nearly deflected by Cory Fagan. Wildcats in the lead, 11-6, 2:38 to play first quarter. Getting killed on the glass right now. Dobyns-Bennett drives in. They kick it out for a three. It's on its way. It's no good. Big Nick Bradley for Oak Ridge Skies to get the rebound. Here comes Ryan Hall down the middle of the floor, all the way to the hole, and no good. I'm telling you, the Wildcats are 1 and out on every possession. Dobyns-Bennett's going to get a layup. I think Coach Green, he missed it. I think Coach Green needs to call a timeout and say, hey guys, let's run our offense here.
Yeah, let's set this thing up, and we're doing a fairly good job of hitting shots. Just got to get some cleaner ones.
2:05 to play first quarter. Oak Ridge in the lead, 11-6. Cory Fagan with the basketball to Hall. Wildcats in the lead with the basketball. Ryan dribbles, gives it out to Rashad. Stops at the left elbow outside the arc. They extend the defense out to greet the Wildcats, with the Wildcat holding the ball and working a little bit more time off the clock. Now Ryan Hall is going to take it strong to the hole. Got it swatted away. Knocked out of bounds by 6'7", Connor Mitchell. Dobyns-Bennett is going to substitute into the ball game John Fulkerson. Also coming into the ball game will come Trey Kincaid. Looks like Ted Mitchell is coming back in the ball game. The Wildcats out the services today of Damari McClanahan as Oak Ridge's Ryan Hall gives it in to Nick Bradley for the shot. Good. Give the assist to Ryan Hall. Give the bucket to Nick Bradley. And Oak Ridge has a 13-6 lead over Kingsport Dobyns-Bennett. And Dobyns-Bennett turns it over. New man just in the ball game. Junior 5'9" Trey Kincaid dribbled it off his foot, and here goes rolling into the Oak Ridge bench.
Yeah, excellent pass there in the paint by Ryan. That's a tough thing. There's a lot of traffic in there. Way to hit Nick for an easy layup.
Here come the Wildcats down the floor playing with Ted Mitchell along with Rashad Gray, Nick Bradley, Cory Fagan. Wildcat ball. With it will come Ted Mitchell. He's in too deep. He's going to have to sling the ball back out to the midcourt line. Here he goes to Fagan with 1:12 to play in the first quarter. Fagan works it over to Hall. Ryan Hall guarded out high by Fulkerson. Looks to Fagan. Going to penetrate, pull up. His shot is going to be short. On the rebound will come the Indians. Down the floor, what's the call? A technical foul maybe? Or is it, nope, just going to be a personal foul called against Ryan Hall. That'll be his second personal foul. That'll be the team foul. Fouls called against him. He's got to be careful because he has to set a lot more when we need him in the ball game.
I'm not too sure about that foul though, Dave. In transition, just an easy poke, and they call it reach there. That's kind of a light whistle call.
52 seconds to play. We're in the first quarter. Oak Ridge in the lead. Score is 13-6. They shoot a three. It's no good. Rebound, Ted Mitchell. Dobyns-Bennett really struggling from the perimeter. Ted pushes it up to Fagan. Cory Fagan drives the paint, kicks it over to Jalen Henderson. Good defense by Dobyns-Bennett. Wanted to shoot a three, couldn't get it. Has to back it up. Around it goes to Mitchell, back to the top. Jalen with it, guarded out high by number 24, Andrew Anderson. He backs up to the midcourt line, dribbles between his legs, gives it over to Fagan, to his left, at near the midcourt circle, just below it. Back to Mitchell it goes. Ted Mitchell holds the ball and gives it over to Henderson. 16 seconds to play. We're in the first quarter. 13-6 is our score. The Wildcats in the lead. Down to 10 seconds to play in the first quarter. The Wildcats working time. Here comes Jalen Henderson dribbling to his left. 5 seconds, 4 seconds. He's going to pull up and shoot it. No good. I didn't like that whole possession at all. It was, you could tell that Jalen was bound and determined that he was going to shoot that ball. It was not really great teamwork right there, but the Wildcats do have the lead after one quarter.
Yeah, right before that three, there was a good pick by Nick Bradley, and he was wide open on the roll. Jalen should have hit him rather than an NBA range shot to end the quarter.
First quarter is over. Oak Ridge in the lead, 13-6. We'll be back to the Arby's Classic at Tennessee High at Bristol in a moment. Welcome back to Tennessee High at Bristol at Viking Hall in front of about 1,000 people, I guess. Wildcats playing Dobyns-Bennett. They lead at 13-6 after one quarter. Oak Ridge will get the ball first. Oak Ridge comes out with Kevin Steen, Jalen Henderson, Rashad Gray, Cory Fagan, Isaac Merian, the original starting five. Oak Ridge basketball. Cory Fagan on a bounce pass goes into Isaac. Isaac shoots and scores. During the break, Matt and I were talking about, I thought the first quarter was kind of uncharacteristic, not really typical teamwork for the Wildcats, as Jalen Henderson gets a steal and calls a timeout. And what I told you is, I think to get back to Oak Ridge basketball, they got to get touches to Isaac Merian, come down the floor, they give it to him, he's got two.
First thing, that was a very good pass by Cory Fagan, very good entry pass at stepping in and giving it to Isaac. Isaac makes a good post move, and it's easy. We can get that all game long. Isaac is a very good post player, and he's able to push the 6'7", 195-pound man down there fairly easily.
Oak Ridge in the lead by 9, 15-6. A much lower scoring game than the last time the two teams played. The last time the two teams played, Oak Ridge actually already had 26 points in the first quarter. They were led 26-13 after one quarter. Today it was 13-6.
Yeah, Oak Ridge kind of came out and shot some ill-advised shots in that first quarter, but now we've set up in early in the second quarter. We've gotten our sets, and we're doing a good job now.
Down the floor with the basketball will come Jalen Henderson. Wildcats in the lead, 15-6. Here's Kevin Steen with it over to Fagan. Cory Fagan at the midcourt circle, looks to the corner, gives it over to Henderson. Jalen outside the line, gives it in to Isaac. Isaac's shot is good. Wildcats doing what they do best, and that's getting the ball inside to the big guy, and Oak Ridge now has an 11-point lead. And I like the way they've come out here in the second quarter.
Yeah, I think Coach Green was hearing us over here because the first two possessions have been really good entry passes to Isaac.
Foul's going to be called against Rashad Gray. He blocks a shot. Looked like all ball, but evidently caught him a little bit on the wrist, and they'll send Dobyns-Bennett to the free throw line. Alantez Johnson is a 6'2" senior. He'll be shooting the free throws. 17-6, Oak Ridge in the lead, trying to beat Dobyns-Bennett for the second time in about 10 days as the shot is up and it is good. Johnson has one. 10-point Wildcat lead. Xavier Maddox in the ball game for the Wildcats again. Kevin Steen's there, along with Isaac Merian, Jalen Henderson, Cory Fagan. The Indians trail by 10, trying to make it 9. Shot is good. Nice shot there by Johnson at the line, and down the floor will come Oak Ridge. Jalen Henderson with the basketball. Looks out to the top to Maddox. Maddox to Fagan. Fagan looks to Kevin Steen, top of the circle. Bounce pass to Isaac. Isaac on the left block, turns, spins, shoots, and scores. You know, I should be a coach there, Matt McDaniel.
Yeah, you got drawing it up for Isaac. You're telling him exactly where to put it to him, and he's doing it.
6 straight points here in the quarter as Dobyns-Bennett gets the ball out to the top, and they turn it over. Taken away by Jalen Henderson. Henderson dribbles all the way into the hole. He takes it in and scores. Jalen all the way down the floor that time. And what's the call? There's going to be some kind of a push, some kind of a shove, maybe a double foul. They're going to say what? Not exactly sure. Might have been a warning, maybe a warning, because maybe they tried to get the ball in. They're talking about the scorer's table doesn't know exactly what the gray-haired gentleman just said to them. But I like the officiating. The officiating up here has been outstanding, I think. You know, we struggle with the officiating at home, and I pick on those guys a lot, but these guys are really good. They know their stuff, and they don't seem to have a bias, or a lack of. They have thicker skins than the ones we have back home.
Yeah, that's exactly right. And the one main difference I notice is just the positioning. They're in the right position to make all the calls.
Dobyns-Bennett basketball, 21-8, Oak Ridge in the lead. Kingsport will shoot one off balance, no good. Jalen Henderson on the rebound. Jalen's going to bring the ball down the floor, all the way to the hole, pull up and shoot it. It is no good. Wildcats turn the ball back over to them. They have the rebound down the floor. Dobyns-Bennett, 21-8 the score, 6:05 to play. Long range three, rattles in good. Shot is good. 3-point shot by Johnson. He's got 5 in the ball game, and the Wildcat lead is 10 once again. 21-11 the score. Let's get back to getting the ball inside to Isaac. Here comes Cory Fagan with the top of the key. Dribbles right, penetrates, gives it out. Jalen, good shot from the corner. It's up, no good. On the rebound will come Dobyns-Bennett. Then they lose the ball off the body of Jalen out of bounds. That was a good look that time by Jalen Henderson as the Wildcats substitute. It's going to be Kevin Steen coming out of the game. Ryan Hall checks back in. He's got 2 fouls. 5:39 to play second quarter. 21-11 Oak Ridge.
Yeah, we're doing a good job in this second quarter of playing good perimeter defense and hitting Isaac on the inside in the post for some easy shots.
Indian basketball, right side. They'll work outside. Isaac Merian following his man almost near the midcourt line. They work the ball to the left corner to Love on my roster. Out to the top of the circle it goes Fulkerson. Fulkerson back to the top. Oh boy, blows up to the left elbow, missed a shot. Rebounded by Cory Fagan. Time Ryan kind of got fooled on it by his man as Fagan brings the ball down the floor. Here goes Ryan Hall. 5:06 to play in the second quarter. Here's the lob. Here's the bucket by Isaac Merian. Nope, but he's fouled. That's all they have to do all day long, Matt McDaniel.
Yeah, and it's a good height advantage right now, mismatch. This is where we can really jump on Dobyns-Bennett and get up a lot because Isaac towers over most of these guys down low.
Isaac Merian has 6 points, all of which have come here in the first 3 minutes of the second quarter. His free throw is good. Let's give him 7 now. Wildcat lead is 22-11, 11-point lead. Rashad Gray is back in the ball game along with Cory Fagan, Isaac Merian, Ryan Hall, Jalen Henderson. Isaac's second toss, good. Just tuned in, Isaac won the slam dunk contest of this tournament. And, you know, was signing autographs just like an NBA star.
He became a celebrity that night. I was sitting next to Isaac during the afterward, and there was a lot of kids asking him for his John Hancock.
With the basketball will come Dobyns-Bennett. 4:55 to play second quarter. 23-11 Oak Ridge in the lead. Wildcats have Nick Bradley back in the ball game. Rashad's playing. Jalen Henderson, Cory Fagan, Ryan Hall. Basketball is worked around the perimeter. Dobyns-Bennett trying to get the ball inside if they can. They've got some good 3-point shooters. They work the ball back out here to Josh Holt. Holt dribbles forever. Now gives it up in the corner for a 3. No good. Long rebound, Oak Ridge with Rashad Gray. Pushing it up the floor to Ryan Hall. Ryan Hall dribbles in. Ryan Hall takes it to the hole. Blocked away. Man, Jalen could have gotten that ball loose on the floor. It's taken away by the Indians. They'll set it up. Once again, they get a three. It's on its way. No good. Rebound back to Dobyns-Bennett. They'll work the ball top of the circle. Number 3 with it. That'll be Foreman. They drive the baseline, kick it inside for a shot, blocked, and a foul's called against Oak Ridge. 4:09 to play, second quarter, 23-11. The Wildcats on top of the Indians. To the free throw line for Kingsport will go Connor Mitchell. He's 6'7", 194 pounds. He missed his first 2 free throw attempts. He's yet to score in the ballgame. Foul in the act of shooting. He'll have 2. Here's the first one. He knocks that one down. First shot of the game, and the Wildcat lead is 11 once again. 23-12 the score, 4:09 to play. Back in the ball game will come Thomas Palmer, who I kind of thought was their best player when we saw him about 9 days ago. As they go back to the free throw line with Connor Mitchell, 23-12 Oak Ridge in the lead. Toss, good. 2 points in the game for him, and the Wildcat lead is 10. 23-13 over Kingsport Dobyns-Bennett. Wildcats beat them by 30 just a few days ago. It's a much better performance here by Kingsport, especially defensively. Wildcats shot selection, as I mentioned earlier, not so great. As Wildcats work it out to Jalen Henderson, drives in for the shot. What's the call? Blocking foul is going to be called, or it's a charge. It's going to be a charge against Jalen Henderson. And that, to me, is what I have witnessed the entire ballgame. Oak Ridge, maybe because there's a lot of college scouts here, Wildcats are playing a little bit more selfish here in this one.
Yeah, you know, we need to put that aside and actually play some good team basketball here.
Missed shot by the Wildcats, or the Indians, rebounded by the Wildcats. Here's Oak Ridge down the floor. Cory Fagan pulls up and shoots a 3. No good. One and done again. Then a jump ball is called, the alternate possession arrow to Kingsport Dobyns-Bennett. You know, usually Cory's pretty good about making those shots, but let's get back to getting the ball inside to Isaac. That'll open up that outside shot a little better.
Yeah, that's going to be good there. You know, and maybe if they start double teaming down there, it's going to make it easier for them. So we need to really get the ball back down low to Isaac.
10-point lead. The Wildcats up 23-13. Dobyns-Bennett basketball. Oak Ridge defense has been pretty solid here as the Indians almost turned the ball over. The Wildcats have Kevin Steen in the ball game now. Once again, about everybody's gotten a chance to play. As the Indians have the ball at the free throw line, they'll work the ball right to the lob down low, and Rashad steals it. Try to get it into their big 6'7" guy, and the Wildcats just jump in front and pull it down. Oak Ridge ball again, up by 10. Here's Isaac on the left block, turning, spinning, shooting. He's fouled. Isaac will go to line. I'm telling you, it's all day. All day, Matt McDaniel, they can do that.
Yeah, Isaac, you know, just what we said, we were saying earlier, he's able to push that guy out of the way every single time, 9 times out of 10, every time he's been down there. And he's got a sweet stroke from the free throw line, so it's going to be pretty easy for him to score.
3 for 3 at the line is Isaac Merian. He's got 9 points all here in the second quarter. Wildcats substituting Ted Mitchell back in the game. Wildcats, let's see who they get out. I guess it was Ryan Hall. 3 minutes to play in the second quarter, 24-13 the score. Isaac's second toss, good. Isaac 4 for 4 at the line, has 10 points here in the first half, and the Wildcat lead is 12. Here come the Indians down the floor. Oh man, Rashad Gray reached in the passing lane, goes in and stole the pass, came down the floor, had a defender in front of him as he made his approach to the goal, then turned the ball over. Tough play, great play defensively, and then the Wildcat just couldn't hold on to the ball.
Yeah, it's all right though. That's a tough play coming down with, especially with pressure. So hopefully Rashad will finish those from now on.
Here come the Indians down the floor, 12-point Wildcat lead. Here comes number 12 throwing the ball away again. That's 2 turnovers for him. Kevin Steen with it down the floor to Cory Fagan. Fagan with it, top of the circle, working the ball that way. Over it goes to Steen. Steen looks down low to Isaac. Man, he should have given it to him. He was alone in the paint once again. Oak Ridge ball. Ted Mitchell dribbles right back to Steen. Kevin Steen dribbles in. Kevin Steen to the hole, and it is no good. Isaac has the rebound. Back to Rashad Gray. Rashad Gray draws away all the way to the hole and draws the foul. Dobyns-Bennett fans don't like it. Wildcats will go to the free throw line. It'll be Rashad Gray. The Wildcats shot superbly at the line the other day in the win over Princeton Day Academy. Let's see what Rashad can do.
Yeah, good job against Princeton Day, and I think we're off to a pretty good start in this game too as well.
Rashad Gray to the line, yet to score in the ball game until now. Shot is good. Wildcats are now 5 of 5 from the free throw line. Rashad has his first point. Back to the line, Oak Ridge by 13, 26-13 over Dobyns-Bennett. Second toss, good. Rashad Gray knocks it down. Wildcats substituting Xavier Maddox in the ball game. Isaac's playing, Kevin Steen, Ted Mitchell, Cory Fagan. Dobyns-Bennett basketball. Back in the ball game for them will come number 20, John Fulkerson. In the rear court, the Wildcats a little token pressure, and they'll bring the ball and they'll trap up high. They give it over to the right side. Over it goes to Palmer. Palmer along the baseline to number 40, swings the ball back out to the top of the circle. Now he works the ball to the left corner, lobs the ball down low. Along the baseline, it goes out to Anderson. Anderson wants to take Steen to the hole and pulls up and shoots, blocked by Kevin Steen, but they're going to call a foul. Personal foul will be called against Kevin Steen, pretty sure. Wait for the official to officially tell me that. It is against Oak Ridge. It is against Kevin. And for Kevin, that'll be his first personal foul. To the free throw line twice will go Andrew Anderson, 6'4" senior, missed the free throw. He'll have another one though. He's got 3 points in the ball game. He is 1 of 1, now 1 of 2 from the free throw line. Second toss, good. 4 points in the ball game for him, and down the floor will come Oak Ridge, leading by 13, 27-14. Minute 54 to play, second quarter. Oak Ridge ball for a second, then Kevin Steen gets it. Kevin works the ball, back to the top, it goes Cory Fagan. Fagan thought about driving through. They've extended a man out to reach to Kevin Steen, who goes in for the shot, no good. It's blocked, goes back up for the shot, got the rebound, no good. Isaac pulls it down, wants to kick it back out to Ted Mitchell. Ted Mitchell around to Fagan. Fagan drives, pulls up, one-handed shot is no good. Battles for his own rebound, didn't really have a good shot, but he's fouled. Fouled that time by number 20. It was all ball there, Matt McDaniel, but John Fulkerson is going to be called for the foul. The official catching it from the Dobyns-Bennett coaching staff and really catching it. They're going to say he caught him on the wrist. I didn't see it, and I agree with the Dobyns-Bennett coach, but Cory's going to get 2 free throws.
Still, nonetheless, not a very good possession right there as Cory Fagan hits his first free throw, but a lot of ill-advised shots right there, especially from Kevin Steen.
6 points in the ball game for Cory. Cory Fagan back to the line, 14-point Wildcat lead. Second toss, good. Fagan knocks it in. Now with 7, and Oak Ridge leads by 15. Just about 9 days ago, the Wildcats beat Dobyns-Bennett substantially, a 30-point rout at Science Hill. Different story here today, although the Wildcats have a 15-point lead now, 29-14. Defensively, the Wildcats have been pretty good. Their shot selection has been a little bit different tonight compared to the other ball games. Dobyns-Bennett basketball, they shoot a 3. No good. Long rebound, Kingsport. Back up with the ball will come Palmer. Palmer then lost it. Taken on the floor by Rashad Gray. Rashad gives it over to Kevin Steen, and now working the point is Ted Mitchell. Ted brings it across the line. Has Kevin to his right. Down low he's got Xavier Maddox and Isaac Merian. Here he goes to Ted. The Wildcats just working the baseline with Rashad and Isaac. Kevin dribbles in, kicks it out to Ted. Ted Mitchell dribbles in, penetrates, and then called for a travel. Ted couldn't decide exactly what he wanted to do. He was going to, I think what in his mind was he wanted to penetrate and kick it back out, but took an extra step.
Yeah, but before that, we had Isaac had really good position down in the post, and I think we probably should have hit him before that. It would have been easy too.
Oak Ridge in the lead by 15, 29-14. Oak Ridge trying to win their 12th game of the year. Dobyns-Bennett trying to win their 10th game of the year. Kingsport basketball, 28 seconds to play. Outside the three-point stripe, come Johnson. Johnson guarded by Cory Fagan. Works the ball top of the circle, around to Anderson it goes. Andrell Anderson guarded by Xavier Maddox. Back to the top, good long reach of Cory Fagan, keeping them from shooting a 3. With the top of the circle will come Foreman. He works the ball with 9 seconds. Wildcats still playing aggressively as they try to work the ball in. Number 40 gets a shot off, no good. Not a good shot at all. Kevin Steen with 1, gets a shot off at the buzzer, a little short as the second quarter comes to a close. Oak Ridge on top of Kingsport Dobyns Dobyns-Bennett by a score of 29-14. The Wildcats led 13-6 after one quarter, have built it up to 15 at the halfway mark. And I thought in the second quarter they did a much better job getting the ball inside, as we know they can do.
That's the key to most of our victories in this tournament, especially against the Virginia Episcopal. We did a really good job of getting Isaac the basketball down low, and we're doing a really good job here. And we went on a surge in that second quarter. He scored 10 points in the second quarter of this ball game. It's a key essential focal point for us to be successful as a team, to get Isaac the basketball down low for easy looks.
We are at halftime here at Viking Hall in Tennessee High Bristol, hoping everyone has a very happy and safe new year. Tonight, the Wildcats will be headed back home after this game, and then they'll play again next Friday at the Wildcat Arena against the Hardin Valley Hawks. But we've got one more half of basketball in 2012. Oak Ridge on top of Kingsport Dobyns-Bennett, 29-14. We'll come back here in a moment. When we come back, Matt McDaniel will read down the first half statistics, and he'll do exactly what he loves to do, and that's talk about the bracket here and how things are going to play out the rest of the day here. And we might even talk about the dunk contest and the three-point shooting contest, which is coming up as well. 29-14, Oak Ridge in the lead. Back with a look at the stats in 3 minutes. Welcome back to Bristol, Tennessee. David Clary, Matt McDaniel. The second half of this final game of the Arby's Classic. The Wildcats playing for 5th place in this tournament. Oak Ridge on top of Kingsport Dobyns-Bennett, 29-14. 5th out of 18 with this field is outstanding. The Wildcats' only loss, if they can hold on in this one, was to Memphis Melrose, as the Wildcats come out with the basketball first. They work the ball to Cory Fagan. They look down low. Cory's going to dribble in, has a good shot, takes it off the glass, missed it. Rebound to Dobyns-Bennett. Wildcats in the lead by 15, 29-14. Kingsport takes it strong down the hole, but they missed the shot badly. With the basketball will come Cory Fagan. Fagan looks to Isaac, goes to Ryan Hall, goes in for the shot. It's blocked. Taken away by Dobyns-Bennett. 7.5 minutes to play third quarter. Kingsport basketball. Wildcats come out here with Ryan Hall, Jalen Henderson, along with Cory Fagan, Rashad Gray, and Isaac Merian. Dobyns-Bennett basketball. Neither team has scored. We've played about 40 seconds. The Wildcats on defense, man-to-man, as they work the ball down low. There's a foul against Isaac. The guy got time for the first time in the ball game. Connor Mitchell had better positioning on Isaac, and Isaac was a little out of control, out of position, basically. That's the best way to describe it. And he commits a foul, and that'll be his first foul. With the basketball, Dobyns-Bennett yet to get the ball in. Now they lob it in, pass almost taken away by Fagan. Saved out high once again by Foreman. They work the ball top of the circle. Dobyns-Bennett and Oak Ridge. Rivalry dates back to 1945. The series is tied at 13. Once again, they tried to lob it down low to the big guy. They didn't know that Rashad Gray could jump out of the gym. Wildcat pulls it down and intercepts it. Cory Fagan with it, top of the circle, and Coach Green says for him to back up. The Wildcats will start to play. Cory wanted to pull the trigger there. Oh boy, Rashad was wide open. The Wildcats are trying to work the ball inside. They didn't get the ball inside. Now they're going to take that three. It's good. 3-point shot for Cory Fagan, his second three, and he was feeling it. He wanted it about, a few seconds before that, and the Wildcat lead is now 32-14.
Yeah, really good job right there. Cory Fagan coming off that screen and hitting a wide open three. Nice job right there.
Look to lob it down to Mitchell. He's going to dribble in, penetrating the paint. Off-balance shot is long, no good. Rebound, Dobyns-Bennett. Back in the paint, up, no good. Then a late whistle is going to be called. Late whistle, not saying that didn't happen, but the lateness of the whistle was what I was looking for. I think they're going to call the foul against number 33, Isaac Merian. That'll be his second personal foul. That'll send Dobyns-Bennett's Josh Holt, 6'2" player, to the line. Free throw is no good. Wildcats have done good work at the line. Dobyns-Bennett not so good. Holt got called for a technical foul against Oak Ridge. The last time we played, he tried to throw Tim Gravenstein to the floor, and Tim's a big guy, and Tim got to shoot some free throws and hit them. Both free throws missed. Rebound, Rashad Gray. Wildcats on top of Dobyns-Bennett, 32-14. Oak Ridge down the floor with it. Will come Ryan Hall. Over he goes to Jalen Henderson. The last time the two teams played, Oak Ridge won by 30. Oak Ridge is up by 18 right now. 32-14. Cory's again free. Can't get the shot off. Tried to penetrate it in, backs it over once again to Henderson. Around to Ryan Hall, looking down low. Good battle going on between number 34, Connor Mitchell, and Isaac Merian down low. It's 6-7 versus 6-6 as Jalen Henderson goes to the hole. No good. Rebounded by number 40, Josh Holt. Holt down the floor, gives it over to Anderson. Anderson for Dobyns-Bennett. Drives against Jalen Henderson. Wanted to lob it down low. Does to Mitchell. Mitchell against Isaac. Pulls up and shoots. No good. On the rebound, Dobyns-Bennett up. No good. Pulled away this time by Rashad Gray. Here come the Wildcats down the floor, still up by 18. Ryan Hall with the basketball. Cory Fagan's in the right corner. If they get the ball to him, Isaac and Mitchell battling inside as Rashad takes it to the hole. No good. Rebound to Dobyns-Bennett. Wildcats a couple times have missed some easy ones, and then they get beaten down the floor by Dobyns-Bennett and they score. Fulkerson scores his first 2 points. Coach Green, didn't like something. So the Wildcats pull up and take another quick shot. No good. Rebound out of bounds. I think it'll be Oak Ridge's basketball, but Oak Ridge is back to that selfish basketball they played in the first quarter.
Yeah, and that's really not good because it not only are you taking bad shots, but you're taking those bad shots really quickly too. So we need to do a better job of setting up in our position and our set plays and getting some easier open looks.
Alantez Johnson checks back in the ball game. Checking out will come John Fulkerson. Oak Ridge ball. They work it in. They throw the ball away. Goes off the fingertips of Cory Fagan. Ryan's pass a little bit too strong. Dobyns-Bennett shoots. No good. They just struggle to shoot the ball as Ryan Hall has the rebound. Ryan quickly down the floor. He's going to take it to the left side all the way to the hole. Goes inside of Nick Bradley for a 5-footer. No good. Nick didn't know the ball was coming his way, and another missed shot. Here come the Indians, and they dribble it to the midcourt line and almost turn it over. Dobyns-Bennett resets their offense. 4:25 to play third quarter. 32-16. Oak Ridge in the lead. Indian basketball. Number 5. Love with it, dribbles against Ryan Hall, kicks the ball to the corner, unable to dribble. Now they're going to shoot one. Three-pointer. Wildcats got to get in better position. Rashad was staying so far out as Dobyns-Bennett shoots again. Rashad this time does have the board. Gray with it for the Wildcats, gives it over to Ryan Hall. Ryan brings the ball back across the line. 4 minutes to play third quarter, 32-16. Kind of a slow start to the beginning of this third quarter. Wildcat ball, Ryan Hall with it, dribbles to the free throw line, dribbles all the way to the hole, takes it off the glass, missed it. Nick Bradley on the rebound though, good. And then a timeout is asked for by Oak Ridge. Nick Bradley has his 4th point of the ball game, and a timeout is asked for. 18-point lead for the Wildcats. 3:45 to play third quarter. Oak Ridge 34, Dobyns-Bennett 16. Back in 60 seconds. Welcome back to Viking Hall. David Clary, Matt McDaniel, the Wildcats in the lead, 34-16. Dobyns-Bennett basketball. The Wildcats trying to go 3-1 at this Arby's Classic. This is the 3rd time that Oak Ridge has been at the Arby's Classic, and Oak Ridge has gone 3-1 in 88, 1999. If they win this one, they'll go 3-1. So Wildcats, of course, in 99, the Wildcats lost the championship game to Science Hills. The Wildcats get a steal. Good defense for a second by the Wildcats. They work the ball in for a shot. Nice ball movement. Dobyns-Bennett. That was great teamwork by Anderson. He's got 6 points. On the other end, Oak Ridge goes down the floor with Jalen Henderson. He was fouled and will go to the free throw line. 3:25 to play. We're in the third quarter. The Wildcats on top, 34-18. Into the free throw line will go Jalen Henderson. Jalen with 4 points in the ball game. He'll have 2 shots. Jalen, like I said, 4 points. Oak Ridge in the lead, 34-16. 18, that is. 16-point lead. Free throws no good. Jalen with only 4. The Wildcats led today by Isaac Merian, who has 10. Cory Fagan also with 10 points. And other than that, not a whole lot of other scoring by the other guys. As Jalen hits that toss, he's got a total of 5. And here comes Dobyns-Bennett down the floor. 35-18 the score. The Wildcats on top of the Indians. Dobyns-Bennett ball, Love with it. Loose on the floor, has the ball deflected. Nice play. Nick Bradley gets a steal. Jalen Henderson to Ryan Hall. Lays up the shot. No good. Ryan Hall is fouled again. And to the free throw line will go Dobyns-Bennett. The crowd is pretty dead right now, Matt. There's a tremendous crowd in here, 1,000 or so, but I think it's kind of a blowout. In fact, not most of these games have not been blowouts. They've been really, really close to the end. But this one, of all the games in this tournament, might be the biggest laugher of all.
Yeah, it's true. And this is a crowd that's mainly made up of a Dobyns-Bennett following, so they're probably not too happy. And I don't think there are very many Oak Ridge fans here right now, which is understandable. But yeah, definitely kind of a dead ghost town kind of crowd right now.
Ryan hits one of the 2 free throws. Now has 3 points, and Oak Ridge leads again by 18. Indian ball underneath the goal. They work the ball in for a shot. No good. Xavier Maddox on the rebound to Ryan Hall. Ryan Hall down the floor all the way to the left elbow. Takes it strong to the hole. Tied up. The alternate possession arrow will give them the ball. Dobyns-Bennett will get the ball, I think. That is the case. They call it a jump ball. It's not a bad call, Matt. I didn't disagree with that at all. It'll be Indian basketball.
Yeah, I locked him up when he was at the peak of his jump right there. That was actually a very good defense by whichever Indian player that was.
18-point advantage for the Wildcats, 36-18. They work the ball inside elbow shot, way short. Ryan's got another rebound. Ryan Hall looks to Jalen Henderson to his right. He gives the ball to him, works the ball outside the three-point stripe right in front of the Oak Ridge line. Line up on the bench side. The Wildcats have played everybody who's able to play. Damari McClanahan got hurt on Saturday, unable to play today. As Jalen Henderson takes his man strong to the hole, it's blocked away by Dobyns-Bennett. Coming down the floor with the basketball will come Love. One-on-one against Xavier. Goes back with a shot blocked by Nick Bradley. Taken away by Kevin Steen. Kevin might have a dunk. He takes it down the hole and lays it in. He didn't dunk it, but Kevin has 4 and the Wildcat lead is 20. 38-18 the score. Here comes Dobyns-Bennett. They'll work the ball in for a shot. No good. Foul called against Nick Bradley. For Nick, that'll be his first foul. Oak Ridge by 20, 38-18. They beat Dobyns-Bennett by 30 back on the 21st. And Dobyns-Bennett's had a nice run, but whatever the matchup difficulty is, they don't match up well with Oak Ridge.
Yeah, the matchup is inside. Isaac Merian and Nick Bradley are pretty much having their way down there because, there's a big weight advantage as he makes the first free throw. There's a big weight advantage and also a little bit of a height advantage for the Wildcats down low, too. So it's been pretty easy to score down there.
38-19 Oak Ridge in the lead. It's a much lower scoring ball game than the first time. It was 63-38 was the final score the last time the two teams played. Missed shot by Mitchell, rebounded by Ryan Hall. Here's Kevin Steen. Kevin with it over to Oak Ridge's Ryan Hall, looks down low. Xavier Maddox with it, top of the circle, nearly stripped of the ball, gives it back to Hall. Better defense down low, Ryan backs up. Minute 48 to play, we're in the third quarter, 38-19, the Wildcats in the lead over Kingsport Dobyns-Bennett. Wildcats trying to win their 12th game of the year. As the Wildcats hand it off to Hall, down to a minute 37 to play, 38-19 the score. Hall with it, top of the circle, works the ball to his left, looks back to Coach Green, has a new play. The Wildcats playing with Xavier Maddox, Nick Bradley, Kevin Steen, Jalen Henderson. Ryan Hall, as Jalen dribbles to his right, cannot penetrate, kicks the ball back out to Hall. Hall thought about a three, will not pull back and shoot it. Now will dribble all the way to the hole, take the shot, it's no good. Xavier Maddox on the rebound up, no good. Rebound Ryan Hall. Ryan wants to shoot again, blocked, taken away by Mitchell, and then a little bit of a scuffle breaks out between Ryan and the big guy for Dobyns-Bennett, Connor Mitchell, and Ryan probably needs to take a seat. This will be the time that Coach Green kind of pulls him down, and you have to do that sometimes with Ryan because Ryan he's an emotional kind of guy, and he plays hard all the time, but he and Mitchell just tangled it up there, and if I were Coach Green, I would take him out. He's not. He does bring in a couple new guys in the ball game. The Wildcats are going to play with Rashad Gray, Isaac Merian, Cory Fagan, Ryan Hall, and Jalen Henderson. That was the personal foul was called against the Wildcats, and down the floor will come the Indians. The Wildcats trapping, and Dobyns-Bennett loses it out of bounds. Good defense. They just put the trap. Rashad and Ryan Hall on the sideline over there. Number 5, Talik Love just panicked and turned it over.
Yeah, that was pretty easy. They trapped very well right there, and they were unable to. Dobyns-Bennett's guards are not very strong with the ball, so they were pretty much unable to pass out of that trap. Nice job.
38-19 Oak Ridge, under a minute to play. Ryan Hall works the ball left, kicks it out Fagan. Cory Fagan, left elbow shot, no good. Rebound Dobyns-Bennett. Wildcats in the lead, 38-19, 34 seconds to play, third quarter. Kingsport ball, Love with it. Calls a play with his right hand. once again, sets the dribble right in front of their own bench. Around a screen, set that time by number 20, John Fulkerson. He works the ball to Fulkerson, won't take the shot, works the ball inside to the paint. They want to shoot, no place to go. Now a fadeaway shot, no good. Rebound, Ryan Hall. Wildcat basketball, running the floor is Hall. Hall into Isaac. Isaac drives, pulls up, fouled. Foul called against Dobyns-Bennett. It's going to go against Anderson. That'll be his first. Team foul number 4, and Isaac will go to the free throw line. Isaac with 10 points. They all came in the second quarter. 7 seconds to play, third quarter. 38-19 Oak Ridge over Dobyns-Bennett.
One thing I've noticed about Isaac, he's very good at the up fake, and he got him off his feet on that one as he misses his first free throw. He very easily got him up off of his feet on that one, and he's drawn a lot of fouls and hit a lot of free throws that way too.
10 points now, 11. As he knocks it down, does the reigning Arby's Classic dunk champion. Wildcats in the lead by 20 again, 39-19. Dobyns-Bennett ball. Ryan Hall gets a steal though. The ball is loose to Cory Fagan as the third quarter comes to a close. We played 3 quarters of basketball here at the Arby's Classic. Oak Ridge all over the Indians once again. 39-19 our score. We'll take a break. We'll be back with the fourth quarter in 60 seconds. David Clary, Matt McDaniel back here at Viking Hall, Tennessee High Bristol. Our fourth and final ball game of the Arby's Classic. The Wildcats on top of Kingsport Dobyns-Bennett 39-19. The Wildcats will get the ball first. It's been a very successful tournament for the Wildcats. The loss to Melrose, an 8-point loss, one of the top teams in the state. And as Coach Green described in the Southeast, as Ryan Hall takes a shot and scores. Off the glass goes Ryan Hall for his 5th point. It's been a very successful trip for Oak Ridge.
Yeah, very true. They've played against some really, really good basketball teams, and we were, even though we did lose to Melrose, we were in the driver's seat to win that basketball game. Just a little bit too much fatigue, and it's been a really good road trip for the Wildcats.
Missed shot by Dobyns-Bennett, rebounded by Oak Ridge, and down the floor will come Ryan Hall once again. 7:23 to play in the ball game. 41-19, Oak Ridge on top. Jalen Henderson dribbles to the free throw line. They give him a lane all the way to the hole, that is, and he scores. It's a rout right now. The Indians have practically given up again. They're down by 24 now, 43-19. They lost by 30 the last time the two teams played, and Rashad Gray just kept trying to get the ball away from John Fulkerson. And it's a foul called against Rashad. For Gray, that'll be his second foul. 43-19 the score. Back in the ball game will come Connor Mitchell, 6'7", 195-pounder. It'll be Dobyns-Bennett basketball. The three-point shooting contest will take place immediately following this one. I think the Wildcats have Cory Fagan involved in that contest. We're down to 6:58 to play in the ball game. The Wildcats trying to go 12-3 on the year, and they'll play Hardin Valley on Friday at the Wildcat Arena in our first game back in the district. Shot is missed by Dobyns-Bennett. Isaac Merian has the rebound. Isaac had Jalen early, couldn't get the ball to him. Here comes Cory Fagan down the floor. Cory gives it off to Henderson in the right corner. Once again, Cory is in the corner, but Jalen's just going to take it to the hole again and score. Jalen Henderson scores, and the Wildcats routing the Indians here. 26-point lead, 45-19. The matchup between Oak Ridge and Dobyns-Bennett has just been nothing the first 2 games. Maybe they'll play a third time later on in the postseason, but Dobyns-Bennett just does not match up well against Oak Ridge. They matched up against everybody else in the tournament, but when they play Oak Ridge, for whatever reason, they just don't match up. Like you said, the inside play, and right now I think they just think they can't win.
But it really doesn't make sense, though, because Dobyns-Bennett played a very good Berkmar, Georgia team and beat them, and Berkmar has a 6'11" post player that they shut down pretty much all game. So I don't know what the problem is with the Wildcats. It might just be the name on the jersey, but I have no idea what the Indians' problem is.
Yeah, Dobyns-Bennett, and Oak Ridge, long rivals in a lot of sports over the years. Not so much in football anymore, but I wish we'd play him again. Mike Mullins, if you're listening. Shot is up and good by number 24, A.J. Anderson. A.J.'s got 8. He leads them in scoring, and Oak Ridge's lead is 45-21. 5:49 to play in the basketball game. Wildcats on top of the Indians. Here comes Jalen Henderson to the right block, takes the shot, no good. That time really didn't look for anybody else, and down the floor they'll get a layup. Blocked foul called against Cory Fagan. Cory's going to be called for the foul. Wildcats playing pad the stats ball right now, Matt McDaniel.
Yeah, that's very true. You're seeing a lot of pretty much, I'm going to call it selfish. There's selfish shots that are just, they're trying to just get points on the board. Really, we're kind of strayed away from our game plan this one, but it's okay because we're up 45-21. So easy basketball playing for the Wildcats for the rest of this game.
In this ball game, number 12, was so good against Oak Ridge the last time the two teams played, has yet to score. He was really solid against Oak Ridge. He was their leading scorer with 12 points. He's yet to score in the ball game. Back to the line he goes. Missed his first toss. He'll have another one. 45-21. Toss is good. That's his first point of the ball game, and Oak Ridge's lead is 23, 45-22. 5.5 minutes to play in the basketball game. Cory Fagan with it outside the line. Over to Ryan Hall. The Wildcats have Nick Bradley in the game, Rashad Gray, and the Wildcats have Fagan, as I mentioned. Jalen Henderson, the left block. Wants to hand it off to him, does, top of the circle. Jalen with it to Ryan Hall, looks down low to Fagan now, going along the baseline. The Wildcats just working the perimeter. Now they get it into Nick Bradley. Nick kicks the ball back out, and the ball is deflected and taken away. Taken away by Dobyns-Bennett. With the basketball will come Johnson. Alontes Johnson works the ball to Anderson. Anderson works the ball to Palmer. Palmer shoots the three. It's on its way. Good. That's what he did up in Johnson City when we played them a couple weeks ago. 4 points in the ball game. The Wildcat lead is cut to 20. 45-25 the score. 4:49 to play in the ball game. The Wildcats hold on. They will take the series lead. 14 wins against 13 defeats as Jalen Henderson takes it to the hole. Charge is called against him. Third foul called against him. The Wildcats and the Indians are tied at 13 wins apiece in a series that began in 1945. The Wildcats can hold on, though. They'll take the series lead.
Yeah, good playing by the Wildcats today, but it's been too easy. And back to Jalen Henderson that last session, he's going in out of control, and he hasn't had the best tournament, but he had a pretty good game against Melrose. So, but not a very good game today by Jalen Henderson thus far.
4 fouls for him as the Indians drive in. They get a shot off. Mitchell has it blocked, taken away by Ryan Hall. Ryan Hall down the floor for the Wildcats. Ryan having trouble with his dribbles, picked up though by Xavier Maddox. Out to the top he goes, Hall. Ryan drives right, gives it into Cory Fagan. 3-pointer, it is good. 3-point shot for Cory Fagan. That's his third 3 of the game, and he now has 13 points. And the Wildcat lead is back up to 23 points. Wildcats beat Dobyns-Bennett by 30 back on the 21st, so Wildcats having their way again against Dobyns-Bennett. 3:52 to play in the ball game. They shoot a 3. It's off the rim, no good. Off the face of Xavier Maddox, out of bounds to Kingsport Dobyns-Bennett. 3:47 to play. Ted Mitchell and Kevin Steen come in the ball game. I'd like to see Big Tim Grabenstein get a chance to play.
I want to see Big Tim get in this ball game. I want to see him get in here and mix it up. I love to watch Tim Grabenstein play basketball.
Here come the Indians. 3:45 to play in the game. They shoot a 3, and Palmer missed it. Rebound. They're going to call it foul. Kevin Steen came down with the board. I think they're going to call the foul against him. That is one tough call against Kevin, and that is Kevin's second. Team foul number 8, and it'll be Dobyns-Bennett at the free throw line. Josh Holt is the man who is fouled. Josh is yet to score. He is 0 for the ball game at the free throw line, 0 for the game. He'll have 1 in the bonus. He'll have that bonus as he hits his first free throw. 48-26 to score. Oak Ridge in the lead. 3:41 to play in the ball game. Thanks for tuning us in on prepradio.com, Oak Ridge Schools Television Channel 15 and FM 101.1. Back to the line. Shot is good. Holt hits both shots. He has 2 points, and the Wildcat lead is 21. Here comes Ryan Hall down the floor, and they call a charge against him. All of a sudden, the Upper East Tennessee officials are kind of slanted back towards their Upper East Tennessee teams as Ryan had contact, and it was a good positioning by the Dobyns-Bennett player, taking nothing away from that. But, I think the scoreboard had a little bit to do with that too, as Dobyns-Bennett has the ball down by 21. 48-27, Oak Ridge in the lead. Wildcats had victories over Virginia Episcopal out of Lynchburg, Virginia, Princeton Day Academy out of Maryland, and the Wildcats are going to beat Dobyns-Bennett as Dobyns-Bennett puts up a shot, rebounded by Nick Bradley. Oak Ridge in the lead by 21, 48-27, 3:18 to play in the basketball game here at Viking Hall at Tennessee High of Bristol. Ryan Hall, Nick Bradley, Xavier Maddox, Ted Mitchell, Kevin Steen in the ball game. Ryan Hall dribbles past his man Palmer, gives it over to Ted. Ted works the ball top of the circle. The sophomore drives to the free throw line, gives it into Maddox on the right block, takes the shot, no good. They call it travel against Maddox. I think he did it. Turnover, and the Wildcats will give the ball back to Dobyns-Bennett.
Yeah, the refs are kind of getting a little softer on the whistle, but they've done a good job for this entire game, this entire tournament too. A lot of good crews here during this Arby's Classic. So, it's not that big of a deal. The Wildcats have this victory in hand.
I think we need to start the "We Want Tim" chant of the 1,000 fans that are here as they work the ball in for a shot. Good. That's best play of the night for Dobyns-Bennett. They score with Alonzo Johnson. He's got 7, and Oak Ridge's lead is cut to 19. And I'm beginning to hear a faint murmur of "We Want Tim" throughout the building here at Viking Hall.
I hope that he actually does. It's kind of like a Rudy kind of thing, and it's pretty awesome to watch Tim Grabenstein get in there and mix it up.
Oak Ridge calls a timeout. 2:20 to play in the ballgame. Oak Ridge 48, Dobyns-Bennett 29. We'll take a break. We'll be back to Viking Hall in Bristol, Tennessee in 30 seconds. Welcome back to Viking Hall in Bristol. The Wildcats on top 48-29 over Kingsport. Dobyns-Bennett. Ted Mitchell with the ball outside the three-point line. Looks to shoot, will not. Backs it over to Henderson. Wildcats have Kevin Steen in the ballgame. The Wildcats played today without Damari McClanahan. Kevin throws the ball away. Taken away by Kingsport. Driving down the floor. Palmer shoots a 3. It's up, no good. Rebound Kingsport, back up, good. They score with number 30, Alonzo Johnson. 9 points for him. And the Wildcat lead is 17. A minute 53 to play. Wildcats down the floor. Here comes Tim Grabenstein in the ball game. He's going to check in a moment as Jalen Henderson brings the ball down the floor. Jalen sets it up. Over it goes on the right side of Mitchell. Ted Mitchell throws the ball, intending it for Xavier Maddox. It's a turnover. Taken on the floor by Palmer. Down the floor will come the Indians. Out to the top. Palmer dribbles. Ted Mitchell guarding him. He takes it to the free throw line. Shoots from there. No good. Nick's got the rebound. Wildcat basketball. Mitchell with it. Down the floor it goes to Jalen Henderson. Left elbow shot. No good. Missed shot by Jalen. He really hasn't played his best ball, as we've said here. He's given a lot of good effort, played well on defense, but offensively, just not as played as well as we've seen him most of the season.
Yeah, I think Jalen's feeling pressured by a lot of outside things to kind of take over the games. I don't know if it's the college coaches or whatever it is, but he hasn't played that well offensively, but he's put in a lot of good effort as the first free throw is up and in. And, Jalen had a good game against, I believe it was Princeton Day Academy, so he's had at least one good game to his record.
Tim Grabenstein back in the ball game for the first time. Holt back to the line. He's got 4, make it 5. Let's watch these two mix it up. Holt and Grabenstein. They had a little incident up in Kingsport, or Johnson City, that is. The Wildcat lead has been cut to 15. It was over 20. 48-33 the score. The Wildcats in the lead. Here goes Tim. The Wildcats throw the ball away again. 56 seconds to play. Wildcats, and Coach Green's not going to be happy. I can tell you right now, Coach Green is not going to be happy when he comes up here.
Yeah, they kind of put it on cruise control, and no coach ever wants to see that. But it's kind of funny how a coach, when they're in a rout, does a lot more coaching than actually in a close ball game.
Here's a shot blocked, rebounded by the Indians. Once again, Johnson with it. Top of the circle, 40 seconds to play. Dobyns-Bennett basketball. They're going to shoot a 3. It's no good. Rebound, Ted Mitchell. Ted with the ball down the floor. Wildcats up 48-33 over Kingsport. 30 seconds to play in the ball game. Dobyns-Bennett still playing hard. Jalen Henderson works it out to Maddox. Xavier Maddox holds the ball, lobs it over to Ted, and Ted's fouled, no call. They work the ball back once again. Here it goes to Jalen Henderson. Henderson dribbles in, penetrates. 15 seconds to play. The game is going to come to a close, I think, with the score already posted up on the board. Wildcats just working time, and the game is over. The Wildcats are going to beat Kingsport Dobyns-Bennett for the second time this season by a final score of 48-33 as they call a timeout with 0.7 seconds to play. Nope, they're going to call a foul against number 24, A.J. Anderson. That is their 5th foul. There's 0.7 seconds on the clock. Wildcats work it in and win Oak Ridge has defeated Dobyns-Bennett by a final score of 48-33, and was kind of a flat performance by the Wildcats, but they didn't really need to play their A game because Dobyns-Bennett definitely didn't come with their A game, and the Wildcats go 3-1 at the Arby's Classic.
Yeah, definitely a grind here as we finish our day over here at the Arby's Classic. A pretty easy win for the Wildcats, even though we did come out kind of flat. I think these guys are ready to go home and enjoy their New Year's and New Year's Eve. So we'll go ahead to a good victory and let us get out of here.
Final score of the ball game, Oak Ridge wins it 48-33. We're going to take a break.